go from hello to yes in a 3-minute conversation. That hello to yes could be for a longer meeting, right? Like I know many of you are in real estate, right? So, you may not be asking for a listing in 3 minutes, but maybe you're asking for an appointment to get a listing in 3 minutes, right? Maybe it's a cold call that you have made. And how do you open listening? How do you get them to that yes in 3 minutes or less? So that is what today will look like, but we're going to start off with some introductions. And so you'll share your name and where you're from and why do you believe like influence is a superpower? If you can go from hello to yes in 3 minutes, what does that mean for your life? Like, why is that a superpower? And we'll go around, we'll do introductions, and then I will save Denise Klein for last. So let's start. Olga, since you've been here before, let's start with you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Olga, and right now I am in California. And I think going from hello to yes is a superpower because I just think that the way you connect with everyday people, regardless if it's sales or another profession, I think that's very important. I think generally building that connection, the listening skills, and then trying to help someone, not like just influence, but actually trying to make someone's life better is extremely important. So that is why I think it's a superpower.
Awesome. Thank you. Esmeralda.
Hi, everybody. My name's Esme. I'm here in Las Vegas. I'm at Oma's house. I'm a member of the Klein team. I think that the going from hello to yes is a superpower because you could essentially change somebody's life. You could open doors that they thought were once closed. And so that's the power of being able to take someone from hello to yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Welcome. Allie Orsi.
Hello, I am Allie Orsi. I am also in Las Vegas, and I am also in the world famous Oma's house. You all need to come visit one day. And I think that being able to go from hello to yes is a superpower because the better I become at doing that, the more people I can positively impact and make a better imprint and positive difference in the world in helping people achieve their dreams when I can find out quickly what they want and show them how I can help them get it.
Beautiful. Thank you, Allie. Rebecca.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rebecca. I am in Baltimore right now. I'm based here. I believe that using our influence helps others, like through our struggles, sharing our stories, allows others to feel like they can do things with their lives too. So if, you see someone going through it and you know that they're surviving or they, made it through a struggle, that's going to give them more power to get through what they're struggling with.
I love it. I love it. Welcome, Rebecca. Lene! I'm so excited that you're here.
Hey, Bella. I'm Lene. I currently live in Madison, Wisconsin, and I believe influence is important because it gives us an opportunity to reflect back to the person we're engaging with, really what's on their heart. So it really has nothing to do with the influence of me, but the influence that we're able to derive from the person we're engaging with.
Beautiful. And you just got a new job, yes?
I did get a new job.
Are you so excited?
Yeah, it's been going really well so far. So still doing corporate sales marketing and then side hustling on a little project as well.
Awesome. So excited to have you. Michael.
Yes, hello, I'm Michael Harden. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. Also at the Klein house, I'm relegated to the outdoors, so we don't all hear each other.
At least it's nice and warm there-ish.
It's in the low 50s. It's not warm, but it's not very cold, so it's nice. Why I think influence is a superpower is being able to get other people to their goals and dreams just by caring and having that conversation with them.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And Linda. Are you here with us? You might be listening, so I'm not sure if you're just listening in or if you're introducing yourself. Are you introducing yourself, Miss Linda? Okay, maybe not. All right, Dawn.
Good morning. Hello, everybody. Okay, so I was in another room on my own, and so I've just discovered that you were in a different location. So what am I doing? Just saying hi.
Say hello. Why? Where are you located, and why do you believe influence is a superpower?
Oh, okay. So my name's Dawn. I'm from Australia. I'm sat here in Melbourne. It's 5 a.m. And why do I think influence is a superpower? I think influence is this is a superpower because it can shift people into a better life, a better relationship, a better place. So when you influence well, you can help people become a lot happier and a lot more balanced and a lot more content in life.
I love it. I love it. And it looks like Linda might be joining us from another phone or location. Linda, are you with us?
I'm here finally.
Awesome. So tell us where you're from and why you believe influence is a superpower.
I'm from Patterson, New Jersey from a long time ago. And why do I believe in what? Could you repeat that?
Why do you believe influence is a superpower?
Well, if you can influence people, that will help you get your way, whether it's in sales or perhaps in politics or perhaps in other arenas in life. It's I never really thought about it. I guess it's very applicable in sales.
Yeah, it definitely. Well, thank you for being here. And how did you find out about Align again? I forget.
It was through my neighbor app.
That's right.
Yeah, young lady introduced
That's
it,
right.
and I thought it sounded very interesting.
That's right. Awesome. Well, thank you for being here, Miss Linda. And so our final introduction, so everyone that introduced themselves is going to have a chance to compete in your Hello to Yes conversation. So we will pair you up and you will tell your partner who you want them to be, who you want to practice them to be. And in your 3 minutes, you'll be going from hello to yes. So for those of you that are here from the client team, it may be a call you're, making, a call that you're making to maybe set an appointment for a listing. That might be a call that you want to make. For some of you, that you are interviewing with Align and you're looking to have a position here, you may be practicing on a particular offer that you're interested in. Rebecca, it may be, someone that you want to make a call to shoot some videos for. So your partner can be anyone that you want them to be for you to be able to practice going from hello to yes. Now, when you're done with your 3 minutes, and I'm going to share with you in just a moment, the formula that we use for judging, because we have a judge in the house. And man, let me tell you, she's tough. She's no easy judge. She does not make things easy. However, the feedback that you will receive, I met this woman, 15, 16 years ago. I don't even know now. I've lost count. And she was one of the very first coaches that I ever hired. And she is a master at influence. I have never met another woman who leads like she does, that leads from her heart, that creates the result. Many of you are here because of her, because you are on her team and you follow her because you trust where she is taking you. And this is really truly what influence is about, is when when leaders can influence leaders to make a difference in the world. And so Denise Klein runs the Klein team out of Las Vegas, Nevada. And so I don't delete, dilute, or distort your number. You are what number out of how many agents in Las Vegas?
I'm 0.7% of all real estate agents in Las Vegas. I was recognized as a mogul in real estate agents not with paid advertising, but with another 150 incredible leaders right here in Las Vegas. And so numbers don't lie. I know a thing or two about sales.
Yes, you do. You know a thing or two about sales. And I once attempted to negotiate with Denise, and it did not work out very well for me. And there is not very many people that say no to me. And I remember, like, we were in the office and Denise is like, you just will not accept no. And I was like, no, I will, because I'm in sales. So Denise and I going head to head in like a negotiation about something is not the easiest thing, because neither one of us are willing to back down and take no for an answer. And we both like to have our way. So in our, 15, 16 years of friendships, we might have gone head to head a couple of times. True or true?
It's true. It's true. Like, that's the deal. So let me just tell you, the end result of that, though, is a lot of marriage counseling. All right. In marriage counseling, what I learned was that what I thought when people said no to me, it meant one of two things. They needed more information, or just not now. But the answer was never no. Can I get an amen to that? I mean, that is never the answer. It's not now. You need more information. But there may have been a time in my life that it went more like this. Am I allowed to swear?
Yes.
Yes or no?
This is my show.
Just fucking do what I say and you'll win. And I just couldn't figure out why that wasn't working. Like, I couldn't figure out. And so through it all, and some of the conversations that Bella and I fought over, I have come to understand through her brilliance, that love is the most valuable in business. That's what she's taught me. Where I really wanted to just, it's the facts, it's the numbers, be compelling to those. And it worked. I mean, like, just, I'm not going to say that it didn't, but when it talks about influence, when it talks about empowerment, when it talks about why we really exist, love is the only answer. And the reason I'm locking arms with Unblinded is because the level of value with men and women leaders that are locking arms, taking a stand for heart-to-heart centered business. And I just got to give mad props to Rebecca. You and I need to be friends, right? The real work that I have seen you do is inspiring to me, and I want to acknowledge you. That great call that we had Sean this morning, right? And he's just really talking about the 3 ways that we get what we want, right? Do you remember what those were, Rebecca?
I was
write
not
them down.
I wasn't on this morning's
You
call.
were on that one?
I had to miss it.
It was an amazing call this morning. And the word they used was arduous.
Yes.
And that's where many of you are right now. And what someone's not willing to tell you is that it's supposed to be difficult. It's supposed to take practice. But what I recognize and I want to acknowledge in you is your heart to keep going, to do the work. There is no way around this, people. It is only through it. And Sean talked about in arduous that it's 2 ways, parallel and vertical. And parallel in that when it gets hard, you stop. Can anyone relate to that? Like, what's about this practice piece? It gets hard, I stop. I make a call, 3 people say no, I stop. Does that happen for anyone or just me?
All the time.
Yep.
And I've got to make it through that, right? Rebecca, we will make it through.
Yep.
And that the way through then becomes vertical. And then it's going to take us down into momentum and then into abundance. Like these formulas, with the success I have, I made $29 million in sales in 2020 is going to take me to $290 million of sales, heart to heart, value, impact, paradigm shifts. I work in an industry that 90% of the people won't make it, but because of Unblinded, because of these platforms, together, all of us have the opportunity to lock arms and make a bigger difference in the world. I just want to make sure I know what room I'm in. Is anyone interested in that?
Amen.
Yep.
Hell
Let me
yeah.
see your hands up.
Yep.
Who's interested?
Woo-hoo.
There you go. So the opportunity for you today is to play all in. I promise I will care all that I can about every word that you say. I will lock into level 5 listening so that I might be blessed to give you a gift that you can then take out and put in your lives and put in your business to take you to the next step. Mad props to my best friend, Bella Verita, for being a leader, offering this opportunity, because this doesn't happen in the world. In the world, we operate from scarcity. There's not enough. I can't tell Rebecca what I'm doing to win because then she might take something of mine. Are you kidding me? Is this really where we still are? And I am unreasonable. I am unwilling to accept that. And for this next period of time, let's not accept that for each other. Play all in. There will be a winner because winning does matter, but there will be winners all day long. And you're a winner already just for showing up in this room. So Bella, back to you.
Woo!
I really
Wow.
appreciate
Thank you. Thank you, Denise Klein. And so Denise was like dropping some language, like level 5 listening. And so does anybody want to know like what that is? Like what the formula is from going from hello to yes? Like if you're going to practice this 3-minute hello to yes, anybody want to know the formula to master the hello to yes?
Yes.
All right. So this formula was created by Sean Callaghy, as Denise mentioned. Now, for those of you that have not heard his story, Sean Callaghy, when he was 26 years old, straight out of law school at Columbia University, was recruited by the top attorney firm in New York City. And within 6 months of being there, he quickly realized the trajectory of his life if he stayed there. He saw the other attorneys take years to make partner and the grind that it took. And he was like, I don't want to do that. So 6 months later, he quit that law firm. They actually offered him psychiatric evaluation for quitting because nobody quit, right? 6 months later, he created a 40-person law firm that he ended up selling, and then once again created another 120-person law firm, and he went from zero to doing $0 to $200,000 in 90 days. Pretty extraordinary, yes? He also has won 2 top 100 national jury verdicts. He's only one of 2 attorneys that has that record, and he's blind. He has also created more millionaires within companies than anyone else I know. He was actually acknowledged by Tony Robbins in a room full of about 200 people. And Tony Robbins said, if you're not paying attention to what Sean Callaghy is doing, you want to pay attention because nobody leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callaghy. So these are just a few things about, and so he created this formula to help other businesses be able to excel. So let me share this formula with you. And this is what you're going to use to be able to practice your hello to yes conversations today. So it's a 4-step communication model. The first step is creating emotional rapport. How well do you open listening? So from the moment you make that call, the moment you say hello to someone, do they want to listen to you? Are they open to having a longer conversation with you? Are you able to establish that emotional rapport? Now I'm going to give you a little hint and a little secret. If you see to the other side of the screen, your 10 indispensable elements. Some of these 10 indispensable elements are elements that you use to build emotional rapport. So indispensable elements like acknowledgement, right? So when you acknowledge people, that opens their heart, it opens their listening. When you validate, it opens their heart, it opens their listening. When you use the power of questions, the right question can open listening. Denise mentioned level 5 listening. How well are you listening to someone? Your emotional and energetic transference. Are you energetically causing someone to want to connect with you? Right? We've all walked into a room, right? Back when we could actually, walk into rooms and there were people and you could do this like, actually getting together with people thing. But you walked into a room, right? And we've all walked into a room and you see someone and you're like, don't want to go near that person. Like you don't know why, but you're just like, I don't want to talk to that person. And then you see somebody else and you're like, I don't know what it is about that person, but I want to know them. That is emotional and energetic transference. So when you're creating that emotional rapport, these are some things that we're looking for, the matching and mirroring, like when you're in that conversation. So the second step is connecting people to their pain and their yes strategies. Again, the indispensable elements of like asking questions. Asking questions will open up their pain. Asking questions will get them to their yes. Matching and mirroring. If you get on the phone with someone like Denise or I, and we've got this super high energy, like you may want to bring your energy up to match that energy. Now you get on the phone with someone like Allie Orsi, who has like super grounded energy and like, kind of talks more and we'll talk about the energy, but like the goddess energy. You may want to, like, I would bring my energy down just a little bit, or not down, but bring my energy to match Allie's, because Allie has this super heart-centered, grounded, goddess, beautiful, loving energy is Allie. And so I might drop into that place to match and mirror where she is. So those are how you'll bring in and we don't have time to go over all the indispensable elements, but these are just a few that'll get you from hello to yes. So step number 2, connecting people pain to their yes. 3, being able to create and convey your unique identity. Why it is that you can help them. Why is it that they would want to have a longer meeting with you? Why do they want to do business with you? And then agreement formation. So when I'm blinded in the line, we don't use, hook, close, these languages, because like nobody wants to be closed. And so agreement formation. So your agreement may look like that longer conversation. So that's the 4-step communication model that I invite you to use in your hello to yes conversation. We went over some of the indispensable elements, and then we have the 4 energies. And I like to explain these energies backwards, because fun energy opens listening. So when we came to this call and like you're feeling my energy, you're like feeling Denise's energy, it feels fun. Do you feel more enticed to like stay here? And like, this is something I want to be a part of. Like fun opens listening. So anytime that you're doing a cold call or, making an outbound call, anytime that you can arrive at that phone call with some fun energy, like people are like, when I make my calls, I'll say, this is Bella Verita, the chief sales sorceress of Aligned Sales. And they're like, wait, sales sorceress? Wait, what? Like that opens their listening and they want to know more. The aspirational and inspirational energy. So fun opens listening. Aspirational and inspirational energy causes people to want to listen to you. So aspiration and inspiration, that's where acknowledgement comes in. That's where validation comes in. So when you're making, a cold call, what is something that you can acknowledge about them that inspires them, right? Because that opens, that makes them want to listen to you, makes them like, trust what it is that you have to say. Goddess energy is heart-centered energy. So this is energy when you're speaking from your heart. When you're taking them from pain to yes. When you're conveying your unique heroic identity, when you're conveying your identity of how you can truly help them. Like, I am one of the top realtors in the state of Nevada. I get homes sold when nobody else can. Like goddess and like coming from your heart. And then Zeus. So Zeus energy is certainty. And I would say when it comes to sales, and especially women in sales, Denise Klein has no problem with Zeus energy at all. But many women do because they believe it's like forceful, but Zeus energy causes results. Zeus energy makes people want to follow you. They trust you in where you are taking them because you are certain. So when you're delivering your unique heroic identity today and you're asking for that yes meaning is like, are you certain that you are the person to deliver exactly what it is that they want? Are there any questions on the unblinded influence mastery formula?
Bella,
Is
can
this
I say something?
yes? Of course you can.
This is the
I'm just
thing.
what happens if I would say no? Wait, let's just play with this. No, you can't say anything.
I appreciate it. When would be the next time I could get back and have a little bit more of your time to talk?
Very nice. Okay, I'm ready now. Nicely
Thank
done.
you. Nicely done. Hey, give people their objections.
Yes.
Give it to them. That's the key. I want everyone to know you have all 4 of these energies and you can call them forth right now. So that's critical to know. My certainty comes from practice. So call on them today. They're within you. They are powerful. And when you talk about identifying which is the one that you have the most strength with, it's kind of like you're on a teeter-totter. So play with the other ones. Remember, this is about practicing forward. So bring it, try it, taste it. Let us get a chance to validate you. And so that was what I would wanted to say is just that it's with you. Play with the things that you're least comfortable with in this room.
Love it. Love it. All right. So who has, well, actually, Rebecca.
Don't put my team together. Break them up, Bella. Make them compete.
I will. Rebecca, how do you feel about going first today?
Let's do it.
Awesome. So you can pick anyone in the room. Who would you like to practice with and who would you like them to be?
Can I practice with Esma? Did I say that right?
Esma.
Esme, yeah.
So I am going, my avatar is just started a nonprofit, or maybe you're in the early stages of it and you need help to create content and you don't know where to start. So you're kind of like, all right.
Awesome. And so I'm going to set the timer and then you'll see me hold up a 3. That means you have 30 seconds left. So the number 3 means 30 seconds, 20 seconds, and then 10 seconds. So you'll want to wrap up that hello to yes. All right. Are you ready to take us in?
Yep.
Let's go.
Hi, Esma. I just found your nonprofit. I know that you're getting started. I'm really excited for you. Can you tell me a little bit more about your goals and what you're hoping to achieve?
Yeah, absolutely. Nice to meet you, Rebecca. Thanks so much for reaching out. It's been a dream of mine to be able to fund this nonprofit to help animals find a home, right? I believe that animals are such an essential part of our life and they bring a joy that no other person can bring into your life. So being able to provide those opportunities for these animals that don't have a voice of their own has really, it's what's been driving me.
That is so wonderful. I have the same thoughts about animals. I love them. They embody so much for us.
They do.
When it comes to telling your story, do you have any experience or any help when it comes to developing, an action plan to getting your story out there?
I wish I did, but I don't. I'm just trying to do my best to fundraise and be able to provide for these animals until we can find a home for them, a permanent home for them.
When you think of creating content and all of that, where are you in that process? Do you feel like you're ready to jump into things and maybe get on camera and tell the story a bit more?
I think absolutely would love to be able to jump on camera. I don't have the content for it yet. you know, it's I'm in the beginning stages, as you know, and it's just a little overwhelming taking it all on myself, because it's
So
like you want to do things right.
I totally understand. And it seems like a lot at first, but if you would like to sit down for 30 minutes, as long as you have the time, I'd love to walk through what I can do for you in the terms of creating a content schedule, figuring out what you might need in terms of if it's graphics or, animating certain things. But would you want to take the time to sit down with me and discuss everything?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, Rebecca. If you don't mind telling me a little bit of, what other organizations have you been able to help out? Do I know any of them?
So right now I have a few nonprofits that I'm working with. I am creating for them different interviews, sit down with them, get them on camera, split up the content for social media, and then help them push it out to their audience.
Awesome. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that started then.
All right, great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Awesome job, Rebecca.
Thank
Awesome
you.
job. All right, so we'll go
Awesome.
over to Denise Klein for your feedback.
Turn it up, please.
Oh.
Way to go! Look, opportunities aren't lost. They are just passed on to other people. In my industry, over 80% of the people that go first get hired. So let me just tell you, big props for you on that. But I want to speak into the formula, especially with you, because you've seen it, you know it. And so your
And we're keeping
energies were
feedback to 30 seconds, Denise Klein.
awesome. Your energy was one, so that variation would be the big deal to go. The next thing is don't give people objections. So your job is to draw out what's her pain point. So tell me, what is your biggest challenge as it relates to social media and growing your donations from profits? Right? That's what we want to know. Now she tells you exactly where to go. She asked you for a third-party endorsement. You didn't. So know who your fans are.
Got it. Thank you.
Is that valuable?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to give you score.
Yes.
9.0. Way to go, lady. Few things.
9.0.
We're going to get there.
Awesome, Rebecca. Your beautiful goddess energy, opening up the call. Your acknowledgments were great. Where your acknowledgments actually were like, okay, you had some acknowledgments which were amazing. I would maybe throw in a little bit more like, I've noticed that you've, been in business for 10 years. Like, congratulations, that's quite an accomplishment, or something that's directly related to something that you read. To like just expand that acknowledgement just a little bit. I love that you mentioned like loving the animals creates connection. You asked great questions to create value. And then on to what Denise was saying about creating objections. When it went for like asking for the meeting was like, as long as you have time and like if you can make time, versus like being in that Zeus energy and being at creating so much value that like of course she would want to have time. It's not if she wants to have time, I'm sure you want to make the time to have this meeting. Like that is Zeus energy. Like I'm sure that you want to make time. And so I will also give you a 9.0.
And to piggyback on what you're saying, I don't want to forget this. The answer to that is I'm available tomorrow at 2:00. Does that work for you?
Got it.
That's how certain that you can go, and they're not going to say no to you. I wouldn't. Would you, Bella?
No. Absolutely
awesome.
Not. You did a great job. All right, Michael, let's go over to you. And so choose someone in the room that you do not know and tell them who you want them to be.
Lene. Did I say that right? Lene.
You did.
Who would I want you to be? A local business owner, it's a bicycle shop.
Okay.
Been here. It's actually a friend of mine. Had a bicycle shop, been in business for about 5 years, been very successful. And we're just going to talk to him about getting referrals. I want referrals from him. So that is my ultimate goal.
Who are you? Are you a realtor?
I'm a real estate agent.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, Michael, take us in.
Cool. All right, Lene. Hey, it's great talking to you again. Congratulations on the shop. I see your rewards for the last 5 years, and God, it's been 5 years since you've opened.
Yeah, Michael.
Wow.
We've been friends for almost a decade. We're aging ourselves now.
Right. Tell me about it. Yeah. Let's not talk about age. God, yeah. 5 years. You've been super successful. What kind of challenges have you seen in your business over the last year with all this weird stuff going on?
Yeah. I mean, the sales cycle is cyclical, right? Bicycles are good for certain seasons out of the year, and so it's like the struggle when it's winter, or the season doesn't really allow for outdoor activities, kind of makes it difficult for more business. And then we've seen an influx, since people are at home and wanting to be outdoors. And so there's certainly a challenge with kind of like a demand issue.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's a good problem to have, right?
Yeah. Who of that demand issue, who are you kind of seeing as your customers? Are they just individuals? Are they enthusiasts? Are they families? What's your main your demographic that you're looking for?
Yeah, it's mom and dad who's like, I'm tired of my kids bothering me all day long, staying at home school. Like, let's get them out. Let's get them on the bike.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. It's awesome. So, I mean, obviously you could use more families then, right?
Absolutely. Yep. A lot of families coming in.
Awesome. Well, as you know, I'm in real estate, and my real estate team, I mean, we're in the top 100 in Las Vegas. I mean, there's a bunch of agents. I know personally, a bunch of them. So we actually sold close to 100 homes last year. So obviously we have access to families that know us, love us, and trust us. Would you want us to introduce you to those families?
Yeah, that I see what you're going here with. So I could see a nice partnership there for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, I could easily, send up, maybe if you had maybe like a 10% discount or a friends and family discount that you already have in place, not giving anybody anything extra special. I want you to make money. Have something in place that I could, hey, Jane Doe over here that we just closed the house on, I know they have kids, send them your information, connect you guys. So they get a bike, and you get business. I'm helping out my client and giving them something that they need. So it seems like a win-win. Would you consider something like that?
I think it's a creative idea. Yeah. What percentage of families, what percentage of your clients are family based?
I can actually give you that. No, I'll give you a list of who I have and see what they are. Would you want to sit down and talk about it Thursday, like at 2?
Sounds like a plan.
Perfect. I'll come see you.
You owe me lunch. All right. Good job, Michael. That was great.
I'm on my real rod. You want to say hello? Hold on. Wait. What did I do? Hold on. Okay, I'm on my real rod. You want to say hello? I got Denise Klein and her team here.
Oh my God, the one and only Denise Klein, the winner.
Can't hear him.
Challenge. I hear, Denise, that there's a showdown coming between two amazing, brilliant, influential, fiery redheads. It's sort of like Muhammad Ali meets Larry Holmes-ness, from like the mentor turning into the trainer, the leader, reversals of things. So yes, we're promoting Bella, Denise in a square off and influence.
Oh, buddy. I did not know this. We were just talking about this at the beginning of this call, of how many times like Denise and I have squared off, like with neither one of us accepting no as an answer. That has happened many, many of times.
Yes.
He's just looking for entertainment. That's all he's looking for.
Everything's going extremely well.
Yes. So, all right. Well, thanks for calling and saying hello to all of these fine folks. Anything that you want to say before I give you the boot?
No, just that influence is a superpower. Denise and Bella have it. All of you have it. It's about unleashing it, making the connections and contacts, and every micro distinction inside of it is exponential acceleration. So thanks, guys, and appreciate you, Bella.
Awesome.
Thank you so much
Thanks,
for
Sean.
popping in. We appreciate it.
All right, talk
Yeah,
to them.
for sure. Awesome.
All right.
That was awesome.
Michael, phenomenal job. All right, Denise Klein, you have 30 seconds of feedback. Go.
No. No, you give feedback first. I want him to get yours before mine.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Michael, fantastic acknowledgement to open the listening. Your fun energy was also present, which was amazing. I love that you asked the question. Oh, I'm not timing myself. I love that you asked the question of like, what are the challenges? What I think could accelerate, your results here are like when she shared about her challenges is to like acknowledge like, wow, for like you to have accomplished that like in this year, like that is incredible. Or, I'm sorry, that was your experience, because it felt like there was kind of a race to get to what it was that you wanted to say versus really truly hearing what it was that she was saying. And then when you wanted to go into a segue, it's a great opportunity to acknowledge what a phenomenal job you did in 2020 overcoming challenges. And if I may I share a little bit about myself and maybe how I could help you in 2021. And so there's a question to segue into then sharing about you, because it was like kind of this like weird shift, and like you just couldn't wait to talk about you. So
Sure.
but I think your opening and everything was phenomenal. So I'm going to give you a 9.2.
Thank you.
Awesome. So Mike, Bella really talked to the 4 steps of communication. I'm going to go the 10 indispensable elements. And so I loved that you went to abundance, right? There's always this consideration, what's in it for them? Why are they doing it? And for you just had this great energy that there was this abundance out there, and I wanted to help you. I piggyback on what Bella said, though, is that it is win-win. There is something in it for me. And you could have started earlier in the conversation that says, hey, look, 2021, I got some big dreams, and I want to lock arms with other people that have big dreams as well. So this could be a conversation about how I can support you and you can support me, and let me get started. Your
score
level
is?
5 is a 9.2. Way to go, Mikey!
Awesome. All right. Lene, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, who would you actually, I'm gonna, because I want to mix up with the, raise your hand if you're on the client team. So choose someone to role play that hasn't role played yet, and role play with them, which would really leave Allie or C at this point.
Okay, Olga? You up for it?
I'm up for it. I'm just not on the team. So
yeah, she's not. So let's have you role play with Allie, because I want to make sure it's all mixed up. So let's have you role play with Allie. So tell Allie who you want her to be.
Okay. Allie, you are going to be a mid-level manager at a, let's see, like a medium-sized company. The industry doesn't matter if you would like to choose, but the mid-level manager is kind of the important part here. Do I need to give some detail on who I am and what we're doing here?
No, you can do that there. What is this, a cold call, like someone that you're reaching out to? Yeah.
Okay.
So I would tell her like what industry that you in. Yeah.
Okay.
Follow up. It's a follow up.
Following up, you attended a webinar that we put on, and I'm just calling to kind of follow up on that engagement.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, Lenny, take us in.
Okay. Allie, are you there?
Hi, yeah, this is Allie.
Hi, this is Lene. I am Culture Queen Lene. I'm just calling to thank you so much for spending time with us on the Culture Within webinar that you attended last week. And I wanted to introduce myself and see how you enjoyed your 30 minutes with us. Overall, how did the webinar resonate with you?
Oh, Lene, thank you so much for following up. I really enjoyed the webinar, and what I appreciated about it and about you is how you really go into each organization to evaluate what our needs are. And you can help me assess where our strengths and where our weaknesses are, that I maybe have some blind spots because we have a team, but we've kind of hit a plateau. And we're just looking at the way that we can get to the next level to empower the people on our team. And, you know, as you know, or you may not know, we are a healthcare corporation. And so we have a number of different hospitals that we work with. And, you know, especially in this past year, there's been some morale challenges. So, you know, would love to get your thoughts on what we can do.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing you say is there's some big goals associated for the year, but your main focus is on your people. It sounds like you really support your people, and I have identified that, you know, policy empowers the organization, but it's really the people that empower the purpose, right? The purpose and people, that's the foundation for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you know, my managers are, of course, looking for us to produce at a higher level. And I know that in order to get my people to do that, they need to believe in the mission that we have. And we're really kind of reinventing that right now. So that's why I have a webinar to, you know, get some ideas.
Absolutely. Well, when people leave an organization, it really boils down to the leadership. And I know you are an outstanding leader just from our engagement here today. And but what if I told you that, you know, culture can be derived from anyone in the organization, and it's really all about understanding what each individual has the power to control. And so what we do is really kind of curate an experience for your team to kind of dive into that so that they can show up each day, them best selves, to really drive the productivity of your healthcare organization. Does that resonate with you?
That's interesting. Yeah, it definitely does.
Well, listen, I have some time next Thursday at 2 p.m. Are you available to kind of talk more about that?
I will definitely make time for that.
Excellent.
Thank you for calling.
Awesome. Lene, how was that for you?
I was just shaking in my boots a little bit, but I'm good.
Yeah, I totally acknowledge you. Like, I can feel your nervousness. So way to like step up and just like say yes to this and come to this in practice. Do you feel like it was valuable?
I'm learning so much already. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So Denise, let's start with you.
Oh, Lene, I just love your Zeus energy, right? That just beautiful, inspirational space that you came from. I felt love from you. I felt care. So those are really important things when we're in the sales process. Again, at the end, does that work for you? So you did a fantastic job. I'm available. Does that what you're shaking your head? You know what I'm saying, right? So it's I'm available at 2:00 next Thursday. And just be quiet. Like, okay, yeah, I guess I'm available, right? It's the agreement formation, being very clear. You did an incredible job on that pace, listening to her, what her needs were. More curiosity I would want from you. I'd want you to dig a little bit more, getting to what her pain points were. That's why people cancel appointments. So you made the appointment, you want them to keep it. Her pain point has to rise, and you have to get that agreement formation around it so that she does not cancel the appointment. And I'm going to give you a 9.2. 9.2. Great job, Lene.
Great job, Lene. All right. So I'm either going to disagree with Denise Klein, or she might have been using got her words confused, because she's talking about all this love stuff and then used the word Zeus, which Zeus energy is your certainty.
Oh,
so
I did.
I thought so. I was like, either we're disagreeing or it was the wrong word. I agree with Denise.
You're
like
right.
Your goddess energy, your aspirational energy was on point. The Zeus energy, which is certainty, was definitely lacking, because you could definitely feel the nervousness. But what I loved is that you opened it up with like culture queen. Like instantly I was like, oh, and everybody's shaking their head, right? Like, oh, like that's fun. I want to know what that is. So your introduction was awesome. And your goddess energy is beautiful. when you're making like follow-up calls is, the culture queen. Allie, do you have like 3 minutes? I would just love to learn what you took away from the webinar and if there's anything that we could support you with going forward. Do you have like 3 minutes for that conversation? So I would always like ask for that. And I love that you use like what I'm hearing you say. And I love that you said like, what if I told you, right? So the words you used were amazing. The connection you made was amazing, but definitely bringing in that Zeus energy, the certainty. And I definitely invite you to come back, to this. If this was valuable, like come back to continue to practice that conversation, because it is like that certainty. It is like, like Allie, like I want to make sure that, we can create value for you. Right. So just that certainty in what it is that you could deliver. And so I'm going to give you an 8.9. All right. Allie Orsi.
Hello,
Are
hello.
you ready? So choose someone that you do not know and let them know who you want them to be.
Okay, I will choose Olga in California. And you are going to be a business owner. You own 3 Crazy Pita restaurants here in Las Vegas. And this is going to be my first call with you as an introduction from a friend.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, Allie, take us in.
Okay. Hello, is this Gabish?
Hello, yes it is. Who am I speaking to?
This is Allie Orsi, and I was given your name by Claudine. Her son Will works for you in the Green Valley restaurant there, the Crazy Pita.
Oh, well, of course. Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I met you last week. We were over there for lunch, and before even getting started, I just want to tell you how much I love your restaurants. Crazy Pita has always been one of the go-tos for our family. We want something delicious and quick and healthy. So I just am so thrilled that you've made it through this past year. I know some restaurants have struggled, and really that's why I'm calling. Claudine told me that you were having some challenges. So do you have a few minutes right now to talk?
Yeah, I have a few minutes.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, you may or may not remember, I am a real estate agent here in town, and I'm part of one of the top teams. And so I'd really like to find out how we can support you. So if you wouldn't mind sharing with me, what are some of the challenges that you've had this year?
Well, first of all, I'm glad that my restaurant has been good to you and your family. That always warms my heart. But of course, like all businesses, and especially the restaurant industry with 2020 and the pandemic and all the closures and everything, it has been a little tough. We have, of course, we don't have any indoor dining or even outdoor dining right now. So it's all been on takeout, which has been really tough on the servers who of course live off their tips. But it's also kind of slowed down business because the whole economy, everyone's making less money, going out less. So it's definitely been a struggle, I guess, to get those clients, to get those customers.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Well, what are the goals that you have for this year coming out of this pandemic?
Well, of course, I hope with everyone getting vaccinated, we can open back up. Open outdoor dining, maybe indoor dining at limited capacity. And I think, I guess I just want to give back to the community a little bit. Of course, I want to make my sales and make money for all of my employees, but I think I also want to, I'm not sure, just expand the business a little bit, just come up with some new marketing skills, get some more customers, something like that. Yeah.
I love that. And what I really connect with that you said, and it's one of the reasons I'm reaching out to you, is that you want to find ways to give back to the community. And really, that's exactly what my team and I do. We look for business partners to collaborate with, to support you and help your business grow. And we can share about your business to our clients. We sold over 100 homes last year to people in our community. And, you know, one of the things that we do is we stay connected with them. We like to stay top of mind. And I would love to share about your restaurant, let people know you're opening back up. So if there's anything that you have that I could share, whether it's, you know, one of your coupons, 10% off, something that we can get out to not only the families that we sold homes to last year, but we have 10 agents on our team. We all have very large databases.
Time.
Good.
You want-
Way to go.
Well, I would have said yes.
Do you want
Alright.
to
Another,
make the
like,
ask
15
real quick,
seconds.
Allie?
Yes. Can I get a coupon that I can send out to our clients?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a coupon from 5 to 8, so I will send it your way. Absolutely.
Excellent. Excellent. I'll come by Friday afternoon. Will you be there at 2 o'clock?
Yes, I will be.
Perfect. See you then.
Awesome. Great job, Allie. Great job. You are absolutely remarkable. How was that for you?
It was fine. It was great. It was good. It was good. I'm excited.
For being nervous, you did absolutely phenomenal because you definitely had certainty. So your nervousness didn't come through. I love that you use like giving a name. I would add an acknowledgement. I don't remember the person's name. You know, Bobby gave me your name and said that you were like absolutely extraordinary and love to give back to the community. You know, so I would make an acknowledgement that maybe something he said to open that listening. And do you have a few minutes to talk about, you know, because you said, do you have a few minutes to talk? And I would say, do you have a few minutes to talk about how we might be able to work together to serve the community? Right. So whatever your acknowledgement is, I would tie to do you have a few minutes to talk about that thing? Mm-hmm. You did give a great acknowledgement about the restaurant. The piece where she was like talking about her challenges and you were like, I get it. I would choose something to validate because you were just like, I get it. So I would say, I would validate, it sounds like, you really care about your employees. Cause she mentioned like, that her staff was out of work, so I would say, like, I get it. It is challenging to have staff that, isn't able to work on tips. So I would validate something specific that she said versus just a general, I get it. You did remarkable at going from pain to yes strategy. So you asked the pain, what are the challenges? And then you asked, what are the goals? So you went from like what the pain is to where she wanted to go was amazing. Your validation in that transition was amazing. I understand, or you have, these goals and, our goal as a company is XYZ. So your transition was amazing and your HUI was incredible as well. And so, went a little over time. So I'd have given you, probably an 8.7, but because we went over time, 9.7, because we went over time, I'm gonna give you 9.5.
Oh my,
Great
I'm
job.
Sitting there going, you're going to give her an 8.7? Holy smokes. I'm taking you down, Bella. I'm going to tell Sean.
Oh no, that was really, really phenomenal, Allie. Definitely give you a 9.5 for sure.
Thank you.
You know what I'm so proud of you about, Allie, is you work the system, right? So this was something we've been prepping on and you were terrified of it and you did it anyways. Like when they walked into our team meeting, they got announced to that this was something they got voluntold to do. So some of you were here of your own willingness. It's a
Denise
totally
Klein
different
very rarely voluntold anybody anything.
I know, absolutely. But let me get back to one. You're just love. Like you are just goddess. That is who you are. It's why I enjoy being in your presence. And I could feel that through them. The thing, once again, is win-win, right? You're there to grow, to conspire together for great good in the world. So I felt you kind of shrink some from you. Yes, you're on a team. Lean into your power, why you're present, that Zeus energy, your certainty. Love is amazing, but when it gets to that point of who am I going to follow, I have to know that certainty in it. Incredible validations. I echo what Bella's saying, from the pain to the solution. I'm just so incredibly proud of you. Mad props, knocking it out of the park. Now go do that 5 times so you can brag about it. Give it up.
And your score is?
I'm giving you a 9.7 because I think it's incredible that Bella's talking about time, right? So I'm going to give you a 9.7. You killed it, sister. Love you. Way to go.
Great job. All right, let's go over to Olga. Olga, who do you want to let's see, who has not role played yet? Elizabeth, Linda and Dawn? Michael,
Yeah.
have you been on the other side too?
I have not been the customer, no.
Okay. So Olga, from Michael, Linda, or Dawn?
Dawn, will you please role play with me?
Absolutely.
And
This is fun.
awesome, thank you.
Okay.
And can you please be someone in their 30s who has just bought their first house and maybe has some extra money and maybe want to invest in real estate but don't really know, so have some questions, something like that.
Okay, perfect. Absolutely.
Awesome,
All right,
thank
take
you.
us in.
Okay. Hello, Dawn. How are you?
Hey, Olga, I'm amazing. How are you?
Awesome. So I am just calling on behalf of Jody's real estate course. I know that you filled out a form and gave us some of your information last week. So I just wanted to follow up on that. And I see from this form that you have bought your first house recently. Is that right?
Yes, I did. I'm super excited about that. Yes, I just bought my first home. It was a house and land package, brand new. So yes, I feel very excited about that.
Amazing. Well, I just want to acknowledge you for that because that is a very big step, and buying your first home, that is just amazing. And what are your next steps? What are you thinking about doing next in terms of real estate?
Well, I actually, with this house and land package I just bought, I actually got quite a bit of equity and capital gains. I don't know if you guys have capital gains there, but where I've bought it, I've got capital gains, so I've got quite a bit of equity. And I was talking to a friend and they were saying, well, why don't you look at taking that equity out and purchasing an investment property? I actually don't know anything about it, but I really wanted to, find out a little bit more, use that money, make that money kind of work for me. So yeah, I was just wondering if you could just help me a little bit with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've come to the right place because that is exactly what we do. We take people that maybe have like their first property, but don't really know where they want to grow from there. And we help individuals like that. But before I get into that, I just wanted to ask you, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Oh, I'm a multi-billionaire with, 30,000 properties. No, I'm joking. Okay, 10 years. I would look, ideally, realistically, I would love to buy a property a year. So 10 homes, 10 properties in 10 years. That is my goal.
That is your goal. And you know what? That is a challenging goal, but that is not an unrealistic goal. So would it be possible to get you on a call to go into a little bit more details? I know I just called you a little bit out of the blue, but maybe tomorrow afternoon, would you be available to really get into the details?
Yes, I would like to know a little bit more. Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, you will hear from me tomorrow.
Thank you, Olga. Yay.
Awesome job, Olga. Awesome job. Okay, so since you've been here a few times, I'm going to lean in first here, and then I'll turn it over to you, Denise. So Olga, your goddess and aspirational energy is beautiful. I think it was last week when you were here, we talked about like the apologetic energy. So this is like when you come back, I really want you to lean into like, and if we have time, I may bring back another round to you. I want you to go over the top with like way far the other side with Zeus energy, because Zeus energy certainty is a practice. And I asked Denise if I could share this story. I don't know how many of you on the Klein team know this, but when she first told me this story years ago, I was like, what? And if you know Denise, would you say that Denise Klein has a shit ton of certainty?
Yes, certainly.
Absolutely, she does. So there was a time in her life, you were married to him, right, Denise? Were you married or just in a relationship? It was your first husband.
Married.
Yes? Yeah.
Many people don't know I was married twice, because one was for 9 months and one was for 32 years.
Yeah.
I was married.
Yeah. So she was married.
I can't believe you're telling this story, for the record, but I'm a giver.
Yeah, I did ask to tell the story though. But I think it makes a great illustration of what practice mastery actually means. Because who Denise Klein is today isn't who Denise Klein has always been. So for those of you that know her, you might hear the story and go, what the actual F? So Denise Klein had a husband who, when he would want a bologna sandwich, would go, and that meant for her to get up and go make him a bologna sandwich. And she would do it. Now today, if someone said, Denise Klein, what would you do? That bologna sandwich might end up in their face.
Say, excuse you, right?
She might get him a tissue.
Right. She might get him a tissue. But I share that story as illustration because there was a moment that Denise Klein said, that is no longer okay. That is not who I want to be. I am a stand for myself. And that's what I want to invite you to step into, Olga, because you have beautiful heart energy. I believe that you can make a great impact in sales and influence, but it is going to take massive, massive practice in Zeus energy. So like, and that means like certainty, unapologetic, like what you say is fact. And so I want you to continue to like go over the top in every single area of your life to practice in that Zeus energy. And sometimes we have to go way far right to bring things like back into balance. So I would say go way far right and practice in that Zeus energy and that certainty so that you can bring that back into balance. Is that landing?
Yeah, that's what you were saying last time. Zeus energy is what I got to focus on.
Yeah.
So, absolutely.
So this time, I don't want you to just hear that feedback. I want you to take some action on it, like actually practice, because you are amazing and extraordinary, and you bring in that Zeus energy. It will take you everywhere in life you want to go. So I'm going to give you an 8.9. Denise, I will turn it over to you.
Hey, mad props when I hear Bella say that you've been here week after week after week. You're always moving the ball forward, 1%, 1%. But what we're asking of you today is to throw long, right? So that's what we're asking. Are you up for that? Are you committed to that? Even before I get to feedback. Awesome. Look, the words you speak are the house you live in. And so when you are in reactionary mode about a story that makes you feel small, I want you to know you can change that story. I want you to know that you can come into a conversation in an empowering voice for goodness, for certainty. I want you to think when you're on that call with her, what you say matters. And see, if you don't say it to her, if you don't engage her, then the gift is not given. And so when I'm approaching you in a conversation, when you're approaching your client in a conversation, that Zeus energy is all that matters right now. And so you don't need to be liked, you need to be respected. And so that's what in a very big way, I think is available for you to have a bigger impact in the world. You were playing
And your
small.
score?
I don't know any other way to how to say that. You're playing small. You're better than that. Your age doesn't matter. So bring us a big game. I have a suggestion for you. Ready for it? I want you every day to get up and get ready. I want your best outfit on. I want you to go get someone. I want your hair done, your makeup done, and I want you to show up and play all day long. Because I know for me, I look good all the time, not for anyone else, but that brings out that Zeus energy in me of certainty. I'm way over 30 seconds. You're going to kill it. Do it again. Keep coming back. We love you.
And your score?
Oh, I'm going to give you 8.5. And let me tell you, the score will go down unless your practice goes up because it's higher bar for you now.
Love it.
Thank you.
Nice climb, bringing the heat, bringing the heat. All right, Esma, are you ready?
I am. I've been ready.
All right, let's do this. Who do you want to, how about Linda, since she hasn't role played yet?
Yeah. I was actually going to say Linda. So Linda, you are a volunteer that I met volunteering over at the farm. And we talked about you had, that you live near the farm and that's why you continuously volunteer there. Okay, and I'm a real estate agent, which I kind of already talked to you a little bit about it the day that we met at the farm.
Okay,
I don't
awesome.
think
Take
she
us
can hear
in.
me.
Oh,
I think she's still on
you're
mute.
on mute, Linda.
I guess the phone's ringing right now, right?
Now, could you tell me a little bit more about this farm? What about this farm? Is this a farm?
Yeah, so the farm is literally just, we go volunteer, we look for eggs, we clean the pens, the chicken pens, we clean the cows. So just all that farm work.
Okay, and what's my problem with it?
So you live near the farm.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So
and
you'll go with it, Linda.
All right, bring us in.
So, hi there, Linda. How are you?
I'm confused, but okay. How are you?
Oh, well, Linda, I just wanted to give you a call. It was so nice to meet you the other day volunteering at the farm. It's incredible what we get to do for these animals. Do you plan on going back there?
Oh yeah, I love the animals. I really enjoy it. I don't like cleaning up after them, but I like it.
It's all about giving back, right? It's all about giving back.
Definitely. It really helps.
Absolutely. And you get to meet incredible people like yourselves, right? It's surrounding yourself with people that give back.
Yes, indeed.
Yep. Linda, well, listen, I was giving you a call because we recently just took a listing near the farm, right? Like I told you when I met you, I do real estate. So I wanted to give you a call because you mentioned that you live near the farm. And I was wondering if, you by any chance knew how much equity you had in your property.
No, I have no idea. I haven't looked into this at all.
Okay. What would you do if you had enough equity in your house?
Well, maybe I would sell it and scale down a bit.
Okay, perfect. Well, like I told you when I met you, right? I do real estate and I work with an incredible team of 10 real estate agents continuously in the top 1%. So I would love to, if it's okay with you, put together what we call a home equity snapshot to see what we could potentially list your house at and, potentially upgrade you into a bigger home for your kids.
Okay. That'd be
Probably
good.
keep you in the same area if you want to continue to volunteer at the farm as well. Is that okay if we go over that?
Sure. Love it.
Perfect. So how does next Wednesday at 2 p.m. work out for you?
Not the greatest time. When else are you free?
Okay. How's about 5:30 then?
Okay, that's a little better.
Yeah. Okay, perfect, Linda. And if it's okay with you, I'll go ahead and go over all of that information with you. I can even swing by and meet the boys if that's okay with you.
Sounds good. You can meet the animals.
Awesome, Linda. Well, we'll see you. Huh?
You can meet the animals.
Yes. Yes. All right, Linda. Well, we'll see you next week, okay? It was so nice talking to you.
Same here. Look forward to it.
Likewise.
Awesome job, Esma. Awesome job. All right. So your acknowledgement to open listening was fantastic. You had super fun energy, which definitely opened listening as well. I love that you brought in, you know, how you guys met. The one thing that a couple things I would recommend is a better transition, because it was like asking questions and then was like, okay, let me talk about you. Kind of same thing with Michael, right? So I always tie transition into something that they've said. So I might have like asked a few more questions, like built rapport, and then, you know, like, speaking of that, can I share a little bit with you, like transition based on like something that they've said. You said a couple of times, is it okay if it's okay with you? If it's okay with you, apologetic. No need to apologize. You're creating value. Of course, they want to meet with you. And then just something to pay attention to with level 5 listening is she said she would sell and downgrade. And then you said we could sell and upgrade.
Yeah.
So your level 5 listening was off a little bit there, but I think your energy and acknowledgement were fantastic. And I give you a 9.1.
Thank you.
Awesome. Esme, like, look, you have the power of connection, right? It is, you bring that fun energy into it. You have to be careful when you bring fun energy that it can also be grounded, right? So you felt all over the place in energy. Your energy chose you, you didn't choose it. So I want you to think about in each pieces of here where you are. Curiosity, engaging your curiosity. So when she said to you, hey, I want to downgrade, so you lost the second cell. So all you cared about was the home equity snapshot. When she gave you the opportunity for the second cell, that's when you want to get into a script. So LP Mama, right? So where does that script come in? And you can blend scripts together to create great value. And again, apologetic to piggyback on what Bella is saying here. Can I try? Your certainty and your Zeus, where you create a lot of results from, was not present in that call. But badass, you didn't know what you're doing. I put a script in front of you today and said, this is the script you're going to go to. And you're like, I don't know it. And I said, well, that's what we do in here. Don't practice something yet. No, right? But for seeing it for the first
And
time,
your score is
9.5. Give it up. Just close.
nicely done. All right. So Linda, we'll go to you, and then Dawn, we're going to wrap it up with you. And we want to keep time integrity. So Denise and I are going to have to shorten up our feedback here. But Linda, who do you want to role play, and what role do you want them to play?
Who hasn't done it? Is there anyone left?
Rebecca.
Rebecca? Okay. Rebecca.
All right. Who do you want her to be?
Rebecca is a very ill person. She's sick. She's been to doctor after doctor, and she needs to get well.
Okay. Awesome. Take us in.
Rebecca, how are you feeling today?
Hi, I feel okay. You know, things are getting tougher. I'm a little afraid to leave my house. My doctor keeps telling me all these things about COVID, so I'm really nervous.
Yeah, COVID is a problem for everybody. I can understand that. And it's probably wise to not go out too much. Protect yourself as much as possible. I was just wondering if maybe we could talk more about how you're feeling, what exactly is going wrong with you.
Sure. I have arthritis. I'm dealing with diabetes. I can't seem to get my footing when it comes to getting healthy, and I just feel more miserable.
Got some serious diseases going on with you, it sounds like. Are you taking medicine for the diabetes? Is it under control?
It is, but it isn't. My doctor, has put me on different regimens, so I'm not too happy with the medicine I'm on. I really want to figure out some other options.
You don't look like you have a weight problem, so that's good. But I'm wondering what you're eating. Can you tell me?
My diet is here and there. It's hard. It's hit or miss for me to get healthy and, healthy options. I really like candy, and I know that doesn't go along with what my whole illness and everything.
Maybe we need some guidelines on how to do it. Is that right? that what I'm hearing?
I think that would be really helpful.
Okay. I myself, just to introduce my background, I'm a doctor myself. I taught medical school all my life, and I also got sick. I got sick from the chemicals, especially formaldehyde in the dissection labs, teaching the students about the human body. So I've spent the last part of my life trying to get well myself. So I know a lot about wellness. I'm wondering if maybe we could get together and have a little bit deeper talk about how I can maybe help you.
Yeah, it
Ability?
really seems like you have a great idea of, you know, my struggles that I'm facing, and I'd appreciate that.
Okay. How about next week, Monday at 2 p.m.? Are you free?
I'm not. Do you have any other times?
I certainly do. Why don't you let me know when you're free? I'm pretty open.
What about, can we do Wednesday?
Certainly can. What's a good time?
I guess 2 p.m.
That sounds great.
Awesome job, Linda. Awesome job.
Did I
All
improve?
right, Denise, I'm gonna turn it over to you. Let's do 30 seconds so we can make sure we have time for Dawn. Take us in.
There we go. Sorry about that. Hey, so great job, incredible. You lean into your who you are. You're a doctor, you're an expert. So bring that to the table. You said that a little bit later. The minute you said that, you engaged my listening. So your credentials matter. I'm going to give you an 8.9.
Great, thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Linda, I want to say an incredible improvement from last week. Like dramatic difference from last week to this week. So awesome job at showing up and, you know, grabbing that bat again. It was an incredible improvement. You know, how you're feeling. I would say, like, you know, again, in the transition, you know, there was like, you know, can we talk about more what's wrong with you? That's not maybe necessarily language that I would use. I would just like instead of just ask the questions. And a big piece of feedback for you is like to drop into your heart a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Like you're talking to people about their sickness, their illness. Mm-hmm. So like just dropping into that compassion heart. And so I would also give you an 8.9.
Thank you.
Awesome. Great job.
All right. Dawn taking us home. So we will have you role play with Michael. Who do you want Michael to be?
I want Michael to be a multi-million-dollar real estate agent who is a little bit, who is burnt out. His energy levels are low. He's losing a little bit of focus, and he has signed up on one of my Facebook advertisements for an award-winning, scientifically backed health and energy product and coaching program. All right. Are you in, Michael?
All right. Take us in.
I'm in.
All right. Hey, Michael. How are you?
I'm all right.
You're okay. I see you made an inquiry for our amazing product. So the purpose of this call is I really want to find out a lot more about you. Okay. So are you open to have a bit of a chat with me this morning?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
All right. Tell me a little bit more about why it is you made an inquiry on this product. What's happening?
Well, I've had a lot of success, and I just feel like things are just slowed down, and I need something different. And
okay, so when you say things are slowed down, can you give me some context around that? Have you slowed down, or have sales slowed down?
Yeah, my energy, my sales, probably because of my energy. Yeah, just really not into. I just don't have a lot of energy right now towards anything.
All right. Okay. Tell me then. Tell me then. What do you want? Tell me what you want your day to look like.
Oh, gosh, almost like it used to be. We're just invigorated and more willing to go find those transactions like I used to. So it's slow now, and I don't want to do it, but I want to have that energy again, like I used to, and make the numbers. I want the comments in my bank account like I used to have.
Okay. So can I ask you a question? What do you think's missing, Michael?
Oh gosh, if I knew, I wouldn't be in this spot. I really don't know.
Okay.
Not really sure.
You're not sure. So what I'm hearing
Yeah.
you say is that you were once this high flying real estate dude, which you still are, by the way. Okay.
Mhm.
And you've gone through a bit of a season and it's dropped, energy levels have dropped. This is actually, I'm actually really excited because I actually know what we've got is really going to help you.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit more about your energy levels. What part of the day are they low?
Midday. I wake up pretty good, but midday.
Okay. All right. Perfect. I know exactly where you're at, Michael. I can hear you. I can feel you. I know our products and it's going to help. I want to find out a little bit more. I've got some time tomorrow to go a little bit deeper into this at about 1 o'clock. Are you available?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock and we'll get right into it.
Hey, thanks.
Awesome job, Dawn. Awesome job.
Thank you.
Okay. I can feel the rush in the ends. Okay, so we're probably going to go 2 minutes over. If anybody needs to go, you can go, but I want to make sure we give Dawn her feedback, and would just love to hear how everybody enjoyed. So actually, I'll probably with that maybe like 3 minutes over. So if you have time, stick around. If you got to go, totally understand. All right, Denise, over to you.
Awesome. Hey, look, this is the deal. I could listen to that accent all day long. So I changed my Siri to an Australian man. So I love you. I connect with you. It felt more like an interview than a conversation.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you did a great job in asking questions, but that heart-centeredness I missed. That piece of it where you have the opportunity to really you're so excited to tell us the solution. It didn't really feel like you cared about Michael. I'm going to give you a 9.0.
Awesome. Thank you. Dawn, so based on last week, I had really high expectations. And I would say comparatively to last week, like today was a little bit, we dropped a little bit. I agree with Denise, is like the heart wasn't there, like really like wanting to understand, what his problems were. And your Zeus energy is fucking amazing. Like that's really what it takes to be a great salesperson. Like that's where we want Olga to practice. Like as long as you have Zeus energy, you can influence like anyone because they trust you to follow them. So your Zeus energy is amazing. Your clarifying questions are awesome. Your level 5 listening is incredible. Your acknowledgments are amazing, but there wasn't enough value because he was like, oh yeah. So I guarantee you he wouldn't show up to the call because there wasn't enough value created as to like what was available for him. So like, Michael, like I understand, that you're sick. And actually, this usually I totally forgot this part because we were going to drop off. Can we have 3 more minutes?
We're good.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, so Dawn, I'm going to role play you in a conversation with Michael. You ready? Okay. So Michael, same avatar. And Dawn, how did you say you guys met? Was just someone random you call, or he reached out, or
he inquired on a discovery. He inquired through a Facebook ad.
Got it. Okay. Hey, Michael, it's Bella from ABC Health. You filled out an inquiry form. Do you remember that?
I did.
Awesome. So I understand, you probably didn't fill out that form because you're feeling absolutely amazing and extraordinary. So do you have a few minutes to talk about what's going on?
Yeah, I do. I've got a few minutes.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. I imagine if you're not, feeling well, what you put your energy in is, what you want it to be valuable. So my hope is in the next 3 minutes that I can bring a lot of value to you. Is that fair?
That sounds good.
So tell me what made you fill out this form and reach out to us?
I've just been in a lull lately, not a lot of energy, and I'm just not my top of my game.
So you're feeling a little low energy and not feeling at the top of your game. What is that like for you? Because I imagine, I'm reading here, like, you're a $1 billion real estate producer, you're at the top of your game. So like, what is that like for you? Like not to feel like you have energy to be all of who you're meant to be?
It's challenging. It's brutal, actually. I don't, it's hard. I'm not sure how to get out of the funk.
Brutal. I am so sorry that you are experiencing that right now. Do you have any idea what is at cause?
To be honest, I'm really not sure.
Not sure. And what other things have you done to be able to like try to figure out what's going on?
Honestly, I really haven't done anything. Your ad is the first thing I saw, so I thought you might be able to help.
Well, Michael, I acknowledge you for taking that step. Sometimes when our energy is low, I know in times for myself, when my energy has been low, like I don't know, where to turn. And sometimes I just stay in bed. And so the fact that you actually, reached out and are doing something about it is a huge, big first step. And I really feel honored that you reached out to us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Since we don't have a whole lot of time right now, I do believe, we have helped hundreds and hundreds of people in your situation that have had lack of energy, that just like feel like they're not at the top of their game anymore. We've helped hundreds be able to get to the root cause of what is causing that lack of energy, to understand what's going on, and to be able to provide solutions. Now, we don't have time to get into that right now, but how about having a longer conversation, about an hour conversation tomorrow at 2:00, so we can really see if we can uncover what's going on and see if we have a solution for you.
That sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks so much. How was that for you, Dawn?
Yeah, brilliant. That was so good. Yeah, I can see I missed, it's the love bit. The love bit.
Like that
How you
connection.
reconnected his emotion and then drew him. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yes.
I learned a lot from that. Thank you.
Awesome. The formula in action. So I'm going to give you a 9.1. And so anybody have any guess on who our winner for the day is? Miss Allie.
Yeah.
With 19.7. Congratulations, Allie. You get bragging rights as the winner. I am so proud of you. And I just want to say, thank you to the Klein team. How was this for you today, Allie?
This was amazing. I got off my call earlier this morning, and when I was walking out of the house, I told my husband, I think I'm going to take some risks today. I knew I was going to take some. I had no idea it was going to be stepping into this, and to have it be with two women that I love and admire so much, it just makes it that much more impactful. So I appreciate you guys, and I loved meeting all of you.
Awesome. Tell Mike I said hello, and awesome job at taking risks. And since we are over time, I'll just final say, Denise, thank you for, coming in today. You sent me a text. How can I support you today? And we had some people that weren't showing up to today. And the fact that you brought the Klein team and we got to do this together, it was so incredibly fun. And I have also been having a lot of low energy due to some health stuff. And so this definitely was an infusion of energy. So just thank you for being here. And thank you for joining us today. Thank you to the Klein team. I trust that this was all super valuable for you. Definitely give your feedback to Denise. I'd be asking for that myself, but since we're over time, definitely give your feedback to Denise on how valuable it was for you. You are welcome back to join us anytime on So You Think You Can Sell Real Raw. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Klein team. See you again soon.
Thank you.